Hola clase, vamos a repasar el presente progresivo hoy, que es algo que aprendieron en Español 2. El presente progresivo en inglés es ing, it's an ongoing action, it's the middle of an action. For example, I am eating, you're in the middle of that action, rather than I eat. You are sleeping, he is studying. La formación, estar, y el gerundio. The formation, you use estar. Here are the conjugations of estar, which means when you're making a complete sentence is I am, you are, he is, etc. The second verb is called the el gerundio. I'm going to show you how to conjugate that. Feel free to stop this video at any time. Cambia el segundo verbo al gerundio, the present participle. So it's called the gerund or the present participle. Now, how do you do this? The second verb, the first verb is start is I am, you are. The second verb is the ing verb, studying, eating, sleeping. So to make the ing in verbs, you take off the ar and you add ando, lo siento. Ir, you add yendo. For example, I am arguing with her. I am. Okay, you would not use sad, you would use estar. Yo estoy. To argue is discutir, right? That's a lesson 1 vocab word. So you would take discutir, take off the IR, and add IENDO. So yo estoy discutiendo con ella. I am arguing with her. Another example. We are having fun. Do you remember how to say to have fun in Spanish? It's pasarlo bien. So we are, nosotros estamos, okay? And then you have pasarlo bien. So in this situation, you have to take pasar, take off the AR and add ando. You have the lo, you're going to put that in front of the conjugated verb, which is estar. So it's nosotros lo estamos pasando bien. Pronouns go in front of the conjugated verb in a sentence. Okay, we're going to talk about algunas excepciones, some exceptions. IR stem changers. Los verbos que cambian la raíz. IR stem changers in the present tense also stem change in the gerund. So the E changes to an I and the O changes to a U. So any IR stem changers that we have in the present tense also change in the gerund. Okay? So we have decir, diciendo, dormir, durmiendo, mentir, mintiendo. Do you remember what mentir means? It means to lie. One of the vocab words that we have for is mentiroso, which is a liar, and it's an adjective. Morir, muriendo, pedir, pidiendo, preferir, prefiriendo. Okay, second E is changed. In the present tense, that one changes E to IE. We don't have E to IE changers here. Sentir, sintiendo, servir, sirviendo, sugerir, sugiriendo. Okay, this one is to suggest. That's a new one. Okay, a couple more regulars. ER, IR verbs whose stem ends in a vowel. The I changes to a Y, but remember, except for GUIR. So, for example, we have construir. Construir ends in IR, right? And if you take off the IR, you have a vowel. Okay, so if you have a vowel, then you change the I to a Y when you add it, when you change it to a participle. Construir, construyendo. Next one, leer, leyendo, oír, oyendo, traer, trayendo, caer, cayendo, crecer, creyendo. Okay, so make sure you write these down. All of these, when you take off the ending, the stem ends in a vowel. So it's I, the I is changed to a Y. Here's some irregulars. These irregulars aren't used that often. All of these irregulars. Ir, poder, yendo, pudiendo, riendo, sonriendo. Reír is to laugh. Sonreír is to smile. Object pronouns can be attached to the participle or before the conjugated verb, just like pronouns with the infinitives. For example, quiero comerlo, lo quiero comer. So here, estamos llevándonos bien. We are having fun. You can attach it. If you attach it, an accent is needed over the A in ando or over the E in yendo. Or you could do nos estamos llevando bien. It does not matter. It's completely up to you which way you want to do it. But it cannot go in between estamos and llevando. Okay. I want you to practice. Escribe las frases en el presente progresivo y traduce al inglés. Okay. So what I would like you to do, I would like you to stop this, and then I would like you to write these sentences out, actually change them to the present progressive, and then translate what they mean to English. Unpause it, and that will give you the answers. Okay, now that you're back, ella está llevándose bien con los amigos. You could also say, ella se está llevando bien con los amigos. So she gets along well with her friends, right? Yo me estoy sintiendo mal hoy. Or you could say, yo estoy sintiéndome mal hoy. If you attach it, the accent mark is over the E. So it's, I feel bad. I am feeling bad today. Vosotros estáis diciendo mentiras. You all are telling lies. Okay, diciendo changes. Tú estás atrayendo a muchos chicos. So you are attracting a lot of boys. Okay. And then here you could attach the say to the end or put it in front of está. And you are falling in love with Carla. Is there any questions? If you have any questions, please write them down, and then I can answer them for you tomorrow. Okay, we're almost done. There's other verbs. There are some other verbs you can use with the present participle to show a progressive action. Okay, when you talk about present progressive. Seguir is one of them. Write all these down to keep doing something. Here's an example. Él sigue trabajando aquí. He keeps on working here. Rather than saying él está trabajando aquí, he is working here. We're almost done. Hopefully I'm not putting you all to sleep. Ir, gradual or repeated process, more and more. Cada día voy disfrutando en la clase de español. Every day I'm enjoying more and more in Spanish. Rather than just saying, I am enjoying Spanish class. Venir, gradual action that increases over time. Vengo diciendo que ella tiene muchos celos. I've been saying that she is very jealous. These don't translate directly, so they're harder to use. Andar, going around doing something, or always doing something. Juan anda coqueteando con todos. Juan is going around flirting with everyone. Okay? And we're not going to have you do this. We're going to do an activity like this in class, so you are done. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and write down any questions that you may have, and I will see you tomorrow.